thought I would get straight to the demo for a retake, and hopefully everything's up and running.
Stand road.
Okay, so now I got the live view of the camera feed. Okay, let me just say tell Kevin to move his camera around a little. So the live feed is a little bit delayed. Mostly got me in frame. Oh, you looking directly at me now, Kevin? Wow. Kind of spooky. A robot just looked at me. Alright, so Kevin says, facing the operator, you. I mean, it's a very much an assumption of you to say that that's me, Kevin. The whole thing is comfortably cluttered. That's some sycophancy right there. This place is a freaking wreck, Kevin. Let's see. I'm just gonna ask the agent to ask Kevin to do some gestures. Hope I don't have to jump up and Kevin, you're in walk mode. What the heck? That's a wave. It looks like we got a shoulder joint not oriented the right way in the visualization. Handshake. He just sticks his hand out. That looks oriented correctly. I wonder what's wrong with the wave detection. Okay. Kevin is dabbing. Don't really like how the motors sound when that's happening, but I mean, it's kind of a static pose, Kevin. That's, I think probably the agent just needs some more context of explaining. Like, hey, don't dab for a minute straight. Oh, wow.
Demo complete. Ready for more.
There you go. So, great work, Kevin. I'm just going to set the robot down.
Prep.
And go back to my slides. Finish the deck out. Make sure I get my practice in. So, I started off this presentation by saying I get it. It might be a little bit weird to have a robot be proposed as an amateur radio item of interest, but I really think the expertise of the amateur radio community is being underutilized. Amateur radio is a home base for a lot of capabilities that are very broadly important to makers as they get away from, the 9-volt Arduino realm and have to start interacting with the real world. And 100 watts is 100 watts, whether it's going out of the finals of your transmitter to some antenna or if it's going through the coils of a robot's actuators. Kevin uses about 150 watts peak energy consumption when he's running around. This is a powerful machine, and hams know from experience how to deal with powerful situations. Another thing, Kevin's API right now is all plain text. I think that's in the spirit of Part 97 amateur radio regulations. Even when it's over a read-in, I have this mesh network. It doesn't mean that it has to be wide open for anyone to use anything. I can sign, timestamp, and sequentially number the instructions that go to Kevin's API and whitelist by certificates, by call sign, positive control of who is sending each and every command to a system like Kevin. And the cool thing is that this also satisfies FCC's logbook requirements. We know who the operator of record is for every single interaction with a system like this. It doesn't have to be a robot. It could be, for example, remote operation of the antenna beam steering mechanism or a remote operated transmitter. So I want to offer to my club that I think we're a little imbalanced. There's a huge emphasis on, in the philosophy sense, a very Plato-like view of amateur radio. It's a lot of contesting, a lot of numbers about contacts. It's about getting the boys out there, get the antennas set up, and operate on the radios. It's very ideal. It's about the etiquette and the social rituals of amateur radio. I would like to support a more Aristotle perspective on amateur radio and make our club, make our community a home base for people that are working with electronics, working with RF, working with power, and working with mechanical structures. All of these are really great demonstrations of our mastery of technology. And amateur radio doesn't have to just be about radios. If it's going to stay relevant in the next decade or four, if it's going to attract the new people that are going to run the club when my Elmers all retire, which really ought to be right around the corner, this is our chance to branch out. And whether it's robots over a mesh net or just any of these principles of having a little bit broader acceptance of what's worth the time for presentations and what we market as the purpose of this hobby is going to make or break the survival of amateur radio as a practice. So, yeah. 73. Thanks for listening to my presentation.